Hi folks, Chris Anderson from Mount Comfort RV. I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to demonstrate something a little different. This is a coach that we just got in. It's actually a demonstrator coach. It has 6,300 miles on it. It is basically sold used, but with some warranty left on it. You have basically almost all of the chassis warranty left on it, and you'll have still another 6 months or so of the Newmar warranty left on it. So 6,300 miles, and this coach is kind of special. Going to be certain people that are very attracted to this because this is an accessibility coach. As you can see, the door is actually a power door. One click of the button here in my hand made it open up, and I can close it just as easily. And then for folks that need a little assistance getting into or out of the bus, we have a Braun lift in here. And everything about this coach is made with accessibility in mind. Not necessarily speed in mind, but accessibility. It's not the fastest lift I've ever seen. There we go. Going to jump on. Of course, you could also roll on if that's what's needed. It's faster going up than it is going down. Okay, this hangs right there. Obviously, anyone in a wheelchair could easily roll right into this now, and they'll be inside the coach. Speaking of inside the coach, let's show you what's on the inside. Okay, of all the coaches we ever show you with the slides in, this one will be hard to top. On the accessibility units, they are made to run a wheelchair right down the middle, even when the slide rooms are in. So this is a triple slide unit, but look at this space. Tony's backing up. It never gets any tighter than what I'm walking through right now. Talk about ease to get to the refrigerator, to the walk-in shower, or roll-in shower rather, back to the queen bed and back. Everything is accessible on this coach with the slide rooms in. I've said many times when doing videos on these that it actually, even if you didn't have a need for the accessibility portions of it, it's a nice motorhome floor plan, just because if you're somebody that likes to have a lot of room going down the road, this makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of room in here, and you get a really big shower. So I think obviously this will appeal more to somebody with accessibility needs, but no reason that you wouldn't be giving up much to buy an accessibility coach and not need the accessibility. So anyway, let's get the slides opened up and I'll show you everything I can think of about this wonderful rig. Okay, Tony's all the way at the back trying to show you just how big this motorhome is. This is a 2019 Ventana 4311 accessibility coach. Look at the room in here. The slides are opened up. It's absolutely huge. Great floor plan. If you thought there was a lot of room with the slides in, there's obviously more with the slides out. You're not giving up anything to go to an accessibility coach. In fact, it has a lot of things that people need, and I think you'll enjoy this. So let's get right to it. Up front, we pretty much have a normal Spartan Ventana setup here. We're going to have backup and side camera standard on this. This is a 400 horsepower motorhome, 1,250 foot-pounds of torque. Has the smart wheel, so all your cruise control and wiper control and flashing your headlights and all that is built into the wheel. Like I said, this coach does have 6,300 miles on it. It was a demo unit for Newmar. That means I can save you some money on it. You can buy this for less money than you can any other 4311. So usually we get these once a year. Usually they don't sit around here long because people understand the opportunity and that it's not something I can really duplicate. The warranty went in service on this in I think February, either late February, early March of 2019. Obviously we would get you the exact date on that, and the Newmar warranty is transferable, so you would have full warranty on this coach through that date again, so through 2020 of February, March, whatever the date is there, for the in-service. And you would also have the entire chassis warranty left, which was a 5-year one, so you've got like 4.5 years left of the chassis warranty. Not a bad deal all in all. The coach is very clean, and it's in remarkable shape. Now the only hiccup with the demo is if there is a tiny scratch or something in the outside. Folks, in that regard, cosmetically, it's sold as is, but I will tell you, I haven't found it. If it's there, I haven't found it. So the coach is looking really, really good inside and out. So both chairs turn around up here, driver and passenger chair. Both do have incliners built into them, and they are both power seats. So that's the first thing to realize. Cup holders for everybody up front. And then we come back here. One of the changes between this and a regular Ventana is going to be on a regular Ventana, all of these controls would be located up above. Well, for obvious reasons, they're brought down low where somebody in a chair could actually reach the controls. So that makes things nice. So anywhere from our Oasis system, and yes, this has Oasis on it, so that's hydronic heating, unlimited hot water, and an all-electric coach, no propane system on here. To the inverter controls, to your tank levels, any of those controls for awning, slides in and out, entry lock, it's all located in this compartment. Your thermostat and your in-motion satellite dish are located just outside this compartment, so it's all reachable from a chair position. In here we have all of the remotes. This is your Blu-ray player, and then up above there's all of the books and manuals and everything that came with this coach. They're all still in here, right next to our Bose home theater system. Okay, you can see some storage in here. Okay, and there we go. You've already seen the lift work. Now that is there's a key fob for that, and you can hit the button and the door opens, hit the button and the door closes. So it's power open and power close. And then there's a tethered remote that I had in my hand to bring the lift up and down. Newmar does not design this to be used by somebody in a wheelchair with no assistance. They do still consider this a two-person coach. There needs to be one person with and one person without the wheelchair. And for the same reason, they're not going to put like driver hand controls on. I've had some people do that aftermarket. If you want to, that's on you. We're going to step away from that. But you know, that ball's in your court on that one. So as we look, little things like normally the cabinets would be taller. They wouldn't drop down as far, and the handle would be up here in the middle. Again, for obvious reasons, they've brought everything down to where you can easily access things lower. Things like the microwave would normally be mounted above the stove. Convection microwave mounted down low where it's easy to get to. Okay, lots of drawers, lots of kitchen storage in this coach. I'll just go through and open them up and let Tony pan down through. A lot of drawers, a lot of big drawers. Okay, Tony, and then above the sofa and the dinette, if you could get that shot, for all your overhead storage. Okay, now this is a standard flex steel hide-a-bed with an air mattress built into it. Very comfortable sleeping. So this coach sleeps 4 comfortably. You could probably put a 5th one if they're small on this little bench back here. Your dinette is actually made to be accessible as well. So if somebody needs it taller, shorter, anything like that, this moves to kind of however they need it to help out with the situation. Do have a beautiful polished porcelain tile floor in this coach throughout. Wonderful color choices in here. This is very dramatic. I normally don't order them this dark. Just we like to keep things kind of neutral for stock units, but the person who had this as a demo is who specs this out, so it's a nice little treat to see one a little darker than what we would normally order, and it's very dramatic with the light furniture and the light countertops. So all right, as we make our way back through here, we've got a nice overhead storage above the refrigerator, and then full residential refrigerator, and they left it stocked. Where's the beer? Apparently that has not been done. I was assured there is beer in here. I mean, we found nothing, not a thing. So I was told it had all been cleaned out. I think they missed the refrigerator, so that's fine. Good news is the refrigerator is still on, so it's cold beer that we did not find. This is a washer dryer closet. Okay, so for the washer dryer closet, you can do a stackable washer dryer in here. You could do the all-in-one washer dryer and keep your hanging space above, or keep it as it is now and do hanging space above and below. Your choice. Here is what the lift looks like inside. Now, we've had this lift before in Canyon Stars, and we've had the Ventana accessibility coach before, but there's also a cartridge style lift that goes in a compartment. I had requests for this style lift in this coach, and originally they wouldn't do it because because the diesel's a little taller, it wouldn't reach all the way to the ground. Now they've made some adjustments on this, and the Braun lift will make it all the way to the ground now, and so I can put the Braun in the door lift in, which the foldable lift, whatever you want to call it, as opposed to a cartridge style lift which eats up a compartment space. So people have been asking for this, so I think this is a good thing. I think this is the more desired lift from what I'm understanding. All right. Nice size pantry. All right. And then when you come into the bathroom, definitely an accessibility bathroom. You can roll under the sink here, so you can roll right up to this. Okay. Again, you can get to your storage easily. They even put an outlet in here. Okay. Toilet, we have handles on either side of the toilet area. And then across we have a full roll-in shower. This is a big shower. This is a very big shower. Fold down seat in here as well, and all kinds of handles and everything. And just this little lip at the bottom is just a little rubber trim, easy to roll right over, but it's enough to help keep the water in. I'm sure putting a towel out here would also be a good idea. For privacy, there's a pocket door here. Okay, and there's an accordion door on a track here if you want to kind of cordon it all off. There's an accordion door in here as well. When we come into the bedroom, it is a queen size bed, and it is lowered to a better transfer height. That's an option on these coaches, and this is the lower bed. And then storage wise, we have a nice closet here, and then kind of get the idea. Oops, I'm trying to stay out of the camera. I know what everybody really wants to see is the back of my head. All right, so nice storage up here as well. And then down below, we're going to have 5 drawers like this, okay? Back here, check out this linen closet. And then here, nice big hanging space back here. All right. As I mentioned, queen size bed, storage and outlets on either side of the bed. There's buttons over here where you can start the generator while laying in bed. So if you needed to do that, I'll let Tony get over here so you can see that. Watch your step. So yeah, these switches here, I can turn off and on a lot of lights in the coach, start the generator here, even turn on my outdoor security lights right here from in bed. Nice setup. I think these coaches Newmar's been doing accessibility coaches for around 10 years now, and they just kind of get better every year. They think of more things. So that's a beautiful way of looking at things. I'll tell you what, let's go take a quick look at the outside and we'll take it from there. Okay, here's the outside of our 4311. First of all, you do have keyless entry on here. You can walk up, punch in your personal code. You don't have to worry about keeping the keys in your pocket all the time and access the coach, or unlock all of your baggage doors with the press of a button. How nice is that? so you don't have to go around with the key every time to every single baggage door. You won't miss doing that. You'll get over it. Also, when you walk out of the coach, if you just hold in on the one button, it will lock all of the doors and the compartment doors for you. Again, you don't have to worry about that. Lastly, when you put the coach in drive, it will lock the doors and the compartment doors for you. So, you know, just less steps, which is wonderful. Of course, we do have backup and side cameras on here. We do have the flagpole holder, things that we would normally bring these in with. This coach does have a regular awning, and then has a window awning package on it as well. There's one window awning here, one over there, and there's at least one on the other side, I'm sure. So those are manual on the window awnings. Those just pull out and lock on this little cleat right here, okay? So they take like 5 seconds per window to open. And then of course your main awning is a power awning, and you have an over-the-door awning as well. Aluminum wheels are on here. Of course, those run cooler and they look cooler, so that's good. We can fill the fuel from either side. That's the ultimate convenience when you're going into a tight fuel station. Very well insulated coach. Big thick baggage doors, big thick floor. You know, that floor is like this thick. And anywhere where there's water lines or water tanks, this is a heated space down here. Also, your lights underneath, there's a master switch on the inside, but if that switch is on, anytime you open a compartment door, any compartment door, all of the basement lights up. When all the doors are closed, the lights do go off. They're really bright LEDs, but they're kind of hard to see during the day. So you'll just have to take my word on that. There's 4 or 5 extra tiles right there for the polished porcelain floor in case you would ever drop something heavy and break a tile. You know, there's extras from the same box, so they will match. Our TV is mounted down low. It is still on a pull-out arm. It still has a Bose speaker there as well. Still a Sony television. There's plug-ins here for USB and for 110. And this door can kind of act as a little bit of a sunshade a little bit on a sunny day. This is a tag axle coach. So 43 feet long, you need the tag. The tag gives you pretty much unlimited carrying capacity. You'll never overload this coach, number one. Number two, a little more stability on extremely windy days, just having a little more rubber on the ground. And this is a steerable tag as well. This is the Newmar tag that when you're below 25 miles an hour, it will actually follow you around. So when you're making those sharp maneuvers going forward, it won't scrub the tires sideways. They actually just follow you. When you get above a certain speed, they do lock in forward, and in reverse, they are locked in forward position. Like all Newmars, we have the masterpiece finish, beautiful paint job. Tony will get some great shots of it, but the red, silver, and black looks wonderful. You know, I can see some little marks in here where a tree branch or something like that, but these are definitely some that will buff out. There's nothing on here that I see at all that wouldn't polish out with ease. That's kind of normal with full body paint motorhomes. You're going to catch a tree branch every now and then. You know, you hate it, you cringe every time, but ultimately it happens. These are our chassis batteries over here and our chassis disconnects. And then look how easy Spartan makes it for changing your filters. Everything's really super easy to get to. All right, moving around to the back, as promised before, 400 horsepower, 1,250 foot-pounds of torque. This is actually the same engine that is used in the Dutch Star. It's just tuned a little differently because it's a rear radiator coach instead of a side radiator coach, so there's some cooling packages they have to keep in mind there. But the torque, excuse me, the torque actually stays the same. It's 1,250 foot-pounds of torque in a Dutch or a Ventana, and it's a 15,000 pound tow capacity on either one as well. Now what's nice on the Spartan chassis, one of the reasons we were liking Spartan quite a bit is this guy right here. This is just a little air chuck that hooks you into your air braking system. I'll get a better shot of that. There you go. Just a simple connection like you'd have on an air compressor. Well, a lot of the braking systems used on our Toads today, our cars we pull behind us, can be air activated. We have a couple different brands that is already prepped for. Normally when you get set up to tow, you get your Toad and you get your tow bar and you get your base plate and you get your wiring kit. We have to put all that together for you, make it all work. But the braking system comes as a kind of a two-part kit. There's the part that goes on the Toad and there's the part that goes on the motorhome. You don't need to buy the part that goes on the motorhome. It's already on there and it's already ready, so you just have to get your Toad ready to go and it will hook right up to this. This is a one-piece fiberglass roof. It is fully walkable. On most motorhomes, this is not a storage compartment because You would have side engine access here. Newmar actually chose to make this, even though it's only about a foot wide, it's a really nice carpeted storage spot here. Moving forward one compartment, we have our DEF, our diesel exhaust fluid. That's part of the after treatment for the engine. You use about a gallon of DEF for every 50 gallons of fuel that you use, so it's not a lot. This is our sewer hose storage. And then come up here, we have our wet bay. Whole house water filtration system. Power hose reel. We also have a power cord reel in the next compartment. I'll show you that. Hot and cold water out here. Black tank rinse. All of the things that you're looking for in this compartment. Best, it's very clean. It's very well labeled. It's easy. Moving forward, you can find your 50 amp shore power cord on a reel. That makes it a lot easier to wrestle. I mentioned that this is an all-electric coach. The key component to an all-electric coach is hydronic heating, and that is your Oasis system. This can heat your coach. This definitely heats your water. Wonderful system. There's actually a couple ways you can heat your coach. You can also do it with the heat pumps, but that's one of the ways of heating your coach. And when it gets really cold, that's what you're going to use. Unlimited hot water, that's always a hit. Here is our tools for our central vac system. This does have a built-in central vac, so that's one less thing you have to carry with you. Here's a pull-out tray that pulls out either side. That table that you see sitting there actually goes on the pedestal of the passenger seat. They had removed it. We can put it back on for you, no big deal there. And then we have 8 house batteries on a pull-out tray over here. Here's your other fuel fill. As I said, from either side. Not only is it from either side, but it's also up front, which makes it easy to line up with the pump when you can kind of just look out this window and know when you're even with it, you're good. When they put the fuel fill at the very back, you're kind of looking into your side mirror. Well, it looks like my back tires are about even with the gas pump. This is a lot easier. All right, let's see if we can open the generator. Yeah, we're in. Okay. Put this prop guard down. Let me take a look at how many hours are on the gen. Yeah, it's practically worn out. It's 119 hours on the gen. So it's ready for its first oil change, give or take. It is an 8 kW Onan diesel generator. It's very quiet. I'm sure you heard it when I leaned in there. The air horns are up in there as well. Thank God you didn't hear those when I leaned in there. And then you also have that red knob right there. That red knob is the hot water to generator. You can actually get, or it should be hot water to generator compartment. What that does is that brings hot water from your Oasis system up here. If you're going to clean bugs off the front of the coach, you can do it with hot water instead of cold. Folks, that's a real quick synopsis. I know most people that are looking for this have already seen other videos and everything on it. I'm not going to go into a big hour and a half. I know you're shocked. I'm not going to go into a big hour and a half video, but we definitely wanted you to know we have this one. It's a demo coach. I can save you a little bit of money on it, and it's still going to be under Newmar warranty. That's tough to beat. Don't forget to ask for me, okay? And thanks for watching. My name's Chris Anderson. I'm with Mount Comfort RV. We're in Greenfield, Indiana. Thank you.